The trick over here is understanding what this kid knows and how can you tell to this level of this kid. Okay, so now if I want to calculate the reverse of a number, okay, let me use notepad itself. It's okay. Okay, with whatever this kid knows over here. Okay, so if you look at this strengths, the kid has very limited strengths. Okay, so 353 or 354 to start with. Okay, now I want to basically get the last number. Yesterday itself I have said that, okay, when you divide, okay, let me call this as a number. Okay, and then I would try to tell that divide number by 10. Okay, let me write it as remainder. Okay, so remainder will be 354, which is number percentage 10. Why I am using 10 over here? Because this is a decimal system. If Jarvis has to find the reverse of a number of a binary system, he will be writing 2 over here. Okay, whatever is equivalent of 2 in binary. Am I clear on this? Okay, if I want to find a reverse of a hexadecimal number, then I'll be writing the equivalent of 16 over here. Yes, good. Now in this case I will get the value of 4. Now after this the number should become 35. Yes or no? Okay, so I will try to do 354 divided by 10 and that becomes 35. Now what will be the remainder now? We already have 4. Okay, plus 35 percentage 10. Okay, 35 percentage 10 will give you what? 35 percentage 10 will give you 5. Okay, so it should be 4 plus 5 or 40 plus 5. Okay, Naga, you are trying to tell 4 plus 5. Bhargav is also telling 4 plus 5. If I do 4 plus 5, will I get reverse of a number? No, I'll get 9. Right? So here I will try to tell 4 into whatever system it belongs to. Since it is decimal system, I'm writing 10 over here. If it is binary system, I'll write 2 over here. If it is hexadecimal system, I'll write 16 over here. Okay, so now at this moment, what we would get is we would try to get 45. Do you agree with that? Now number should become, okay, 45 divided by, so number will become 35 divided by 10. So that will become 3. Now remainder will be, okay, 45 into 10 plus, okay, 3 percentage 10. Okay, so what will it become? 453. Okay, now number will become, okay, 3 divided by 10. 3 divided by 10 will give you 0. Yes. Now till when should your Jarvis try to solve this problem? He should solve this problem till the number becomes 0. Yes or no? Okay, I am not worried whether your program is right or wrong. You correct it yourself, sir. Bhargavi, I am not going to correct your program. I will try to tell you the steps. You evaluate. Yesterday I have spoken about submission, how to substitute the values and then do it. Am I clear? I am not going to comment on anyone's program whether it is right or wrong. Do you agree with this approach? Okay, whatever I have written over here. Yeah. So explain the third line. Sir, first when I try to do a reverse of a number, 354, okay, I'll get 4. Okay, then what is the value which I should get? 5. So if to get the 5, this number should become 35. Yes or no? How will 354 become 35? If you divide it by 10. 10 divided by 354. Okay, 10 35s are 350. Sir, you're getting me to do a lot of stuff, man. This much you can, I think anyone in this classroom can think. So is this difficult? Yeah, good. Right. Now, shall we tell about this to Jarvis in his language? Yeah. Now you evaluate whatever you have done. Okay. So let's have conversation with Jarvis about, okay, reverse of a number. Okay. So I am calling it as reverse number. This is a name which I am giving to it. Okay. So, and in here I will try to tell, hi Jarvis, how are you doing? Okay, formality. And then, okay, remember 354 as number. Remember 354 as number. Okay. And basically what is that we need to do? Okay. We need to do repeat till number is greater than 0. Okay. Now here I will try to tell, remember 0 as reverse of a number at this moment. Remember 0 as reverse. Okay, good. Now what is that I'm trying to tell him now? First try to get me the reminder. So okay, calculate reminder. Reminder equals to number percentage 10. Okay, am I clear on this? And then I am trying to tell that reverse, calculate reverse. If you look at reverse, how were we calculating? We were trying to do existing number into 10 plus remainder. Yes or no? So calculate reverse is equals to reverse into 10. What is 0 into 10? 0 into 10 is 0, right? It doesn't matter. Now calculate number equals to number divided by 10. Okay. So return reverse. Is this done? Did we had a conversation with Jarvis which will try to tell the reverse number? Yes or no? Now shall we check it whether it is palindrome or not? Now let's check if the number is palindrome or not. Okay. Now I will try to write is palindrome. Okay. Remember. Okay. Right. 101 as number 1. Okay. Check if number 1 is equal to reverse number. Okay. And to the reverse number we are passing number 1. Yes or no? Yeah. So if yes, print, or if yes, show number 1 is palindrome. Okay. And here I have to make one collection. Okay. Reverse number. Okay. And here I am trying to write input will be a number. Just I am removing this. Okay. To the reverse number we will get a input which will be number. Am I clear on this? Yeah. Yes. Now, let me try for one more number. Okay. So remember 354 as number 2. Okay. Then what is that I need to do? Just copy this code and then try to paste it over here and then. Okay. If yes, number is palindrome. Else, show number 1 is not palindrome. Yes or no? Did we understood? Was this really difficult? Yeah. Okay. Here I have passed number 1, right? Number 2. Yes, you're right. Good. Is it looking difficult? Yeah. Now let us look at the actual problem. Okay. So what was the actual problem? Right. Actual problem was Project Euler's problem number 4. Now look at the problem number 4. It tries to tell that the largest 2-digit palindrome is made by multiplying 2-digit numbers. What will be the largest 3-digit palindrome? Okay. How will you tell this now? How will you tell the largest 3-digit multiplying the largest 3-digit numbers? What will be your strategy now? Yeah, initially Jarvis doesn't know about reverse. Yeah, but if you remember, Madhavi, what is that we have done over here? Did we not train Jarvis to? Oh, sorry. Did we not train Jarvis to find out reverse number? Yeah. All right. Now, yeah, you tell me how do you solve? How are you going to solve this? I'm not going to do in this classroom. I'll just going to tell you in the output. Someone has shown me the output also. Good, right? But I want you to speak with Jarvis. I don't want answers. Even if your answer is wrong, I'm okay with that. How will you start it? Okay. So he's asking for the largest palindrome. Okay. And what is the largest three-digit number? Okay. So everyone is trying to tell that largest 3-digit number is 999. Okay. So he's trying to tell that he wants the largest palindrome. So largest palindrome will be multiple of larger numbers, right? Okay. So I have to check for all the possibilities. 999 into 999. 999 into 998. 999 into 997. Yes or no? Do I need to do this? Yeah. So take your time and try to tell me this solution by Monday. Problem 4 solution. Try to tell me, okay, by Monday. Because if you give any number, Jarvis now knows to check whether the number is palindrome or not. Do you agree with that? Yeah, Jarvis now knows how to find out if you give a number whether it is palindrome or not. Now what you have to again train Jarvis is how to find the largest palindrome, which is multiple of 2 3-digit numbers. For that you come up with your thought process. Okay. Again, Jarvis's capabilities. Don't try to assume too much. Jarvis doesn't know much. Jarvis only knows these things. Am I clear on this, sir? Will you try? Sir, I don't want answers, sir. I want your logic. I'm not interested in your answers. Okay. If you're expecting me to tell the answers, I can immediately write the code and show you the answers. Right? Our exercise is not answers. Our exercise is your logic, which you are speaking with this Jarvis. Your approach, how we are speaking with this kid. Okay, right. Now what I would do is, let me add one more skill to Jarvis now. Let me add one more skill to Jarvis. Okay. 1 minute. Copy image. Paste the image. Now Jarvis will know one more skill, right? Which is power. Okay. So if you try to tell, okay, example, okay, 2 power 5. Jarvis will try to tell you that. Okay, let me write it in a programming way. So power of 2 comma 5. If you do tell this to Jarvis, he will do 2 to the power of 5. And then he would tell you that the answer is 32. Am I clear on this? So we have added a new skill to Jarvis. Okay. You have a whole weekend to tell this answer. Think about it and tell this answer. Okay. Right. Good. Our Jarvis has now a new capability which we have added to him. Okay. Let me try to. Right. Okay. Jarvis upgraded. Okay. Preview dot slash images slash I forgot the number, man. Python 5. Okay. Python 5 dot png. Good. Okay. So how many guys want to do the job? Okay. So how many of you want to work? Okay. And why do you work basically? So when I say job, your career, man. When I say job, it is your career, right? So why do you work basically? Right? To earn income so that we can survive. And when we earn money, okay, so at least someone is trying to earn money and knowledge. Okay, for me, throughout my life, my major goal was to earn money. Because knowledge is something which was required for me to earn money. That's the reason why I have updated the knowledge. Okay, let me put it in that way. Okay, I think that is the case for everyone. Okay, right. Okay, now is it not important for us to manage the money? Since you are working this hard, learning this hard to earn the money, is it not important for us to handle the money correctly? Because for me, I'm trying to tell out of my personal experience, I didn't knew one formula when I started my career. If I knew that formula when I started my career, I would have at least 2 crores in my bank account at this moment. Just because I didn't knew that formula when I started that career, I basically have that. So shall we try to look at that formula so that crorepati calculator and all of that stuff? Yeah, right. It is not very complicated. It is very simple stuff. Okay, right. Okay. So now let me basically go to power of compounding. Okay, I would go to money control stuff. Okay, right. So it is trying to tell that amount you can invest today, zero. I have not done any investment so far. what is the monthly investment which I can do? I can do 10,000 rupees. What will be your investment period? I will do the investment for 30 years because my career will span up at least across 30 years. What is the rate of savings which you would expect? Okay, so whenever you are saving this, how much is the interest rate which you are expecting? If you put in Indian stock market or any stock market, generally on decent funds, 8% is the normal return which you would get. Okay, so when will be the compounding done? Okay, now if I do this, what is the amount which it is trying to tell? Can you please tell me what is that amount? Yeah, 1.46 crore. So if you save 10,000 every month, okay, so possibly you can retire with this crore, and 10,000 every month for anyone who starts their career in IT will not be very difficult. Yes or no? Okay, and the amount which we have invested is 36 lakhs, and the return which we got is 1 crore 1 lakhs, right? Let me slightly change this magical stuff. Let me change this 30 to 50. I'm doing this for 50 years. Let us assume that you have kids, and from the day your kid is born, you have started doing this. By the time your kid turns 50, what is happening now? Is it not magical? And I have written 8% interest. 8% interest is in PPF also you will get. Is it not a decent amount? Yeah, you really need not be a genius to become a crorepati, or you need not come from a decent background to basically do this. And first of all, why am I telling this in the Python classroom? That might be a question to some of you. Why is this guy speaking about finances, right? I'm not interested in basically the stuff. The first thing which I want you to do is, for your career, you need to have motivation. And the next thing is, to calculate this, there is some amount of mathematics that happens in the background. Okay, I'm interested in both. So don't worry about trading. Trading is difficult, but 8% of interest you can get basically in your personal provident funds also. Okay, now let me show you something. Okay, let us assume that you start your career at 25. Okay, and for the next 25 years of your career, you are saving 25,000 every month. Your investment period is 25. Okay, and you invest and you get 12% returns. Okay, and your amount is compounded every month. This is what you would get. Okay, so you can invest in mutual funds, you can invest in fixed deposits. Try to find out investing instruments. This is not about investing, but what I'm trying to tell is you need to know this. Okay, so if you don't know how to save, there is no point in earning. I have seen a lot of people in IT. What they do is they buy a lavish home, right, and they basically pay the mortgage of it for the rest of their life. And by the time they finish their career, what they would basically have is they would have that home. Okay, so the longer period which you have while you are investing, okay, let it be very simple. It would be very easy for you to save more. Am I clear on this? And now behind this, what is happening? Okay, so remember in our school days, there was a, I'm not saying buying house is wrong. Okay, putting all of your investments on house is wrong. Yeah, all right, fine. So basically what is happening in the background is, do you remember that during our schooling days we were taught about something called as compound interest? Yes, in the background that is happening. For whatever calculations which you have seen over here, this is what is happening. Shall I share this link with you guys in the Python URL? Yeah, right. let me start with that, because there is no point in basically having a career where you don't have clear goals when you want to retire. Okay, so I've seen people retiring at the age of 35 because they plan their finances correctly. Okay, right. So personal finance hint. Okay, look at power of compounding calculator. Okay, so for the people who have connected from other countries, I'm quite sure that you have your localized version of power of compounding. Please Google that. For example, this calculator might be the Indian version of it, but I'm quite sure even there are many calculators which will show you the dollar version of it, right? I'm quite sure that the Clement, Leonard, right? I'm quite sure that you guys are aware of this, but I have lost 10 years of my career, my stuff, because I didn't knew this. And let me try to tell you the story how I came to know about this. I was working for as a what you call consultant for one of the organization which was building softwares for chartered accountants in Australia. So there the calculator was doing something wrong and I was fixing the code, and then I have seen that I was just testing that and I see, man, these numbers are unreal. How can a person who preserves 12,000 or 13,000 month for rupees per month get this much? Okay, then I have had a conversation with a person who is expert in that, and then I realized that I have wasted 10 years of my life because I didn't knew this formula. Okay, so whenever I get a chance, I speak about this because I want you guys to be rich and pleasant. Okay, right. Yeah, right now I do investments in mutual funds because I'm not a very stock market expert. I take the least risk option. I do mutual funds. Yeah, right, right. Okay, right. So let us try to understand what is the math behind it, because I want you to develop this Jarvis. I want you to help Jarvis, you to help Jarvis to calculate this power of compounding. That is where I am coming from. Okay, right. Let us do very simple math. Okay, so you had 10,000 rupees or dollars, whatever you call it. So this is something which I am calling it as principal. Okay, and then you have given it for the rate of interest in some investment, which gives you 12% returns. Okay, or which gives you 10% returns. Okay, and the time period is 1 year. So what will be the simple interest? What will be the interest which we get? PTR by 100. We have done this calculation. This was the first thing which we have done in our classroom. 1000, 10,000 into 10 divided by 100. So what is that I got? I got 1000. So what is the interest which I gained? 1000. So next year what I do is my principal was 1000. Okay. Now I gained 1000 from the interest. So my principal becomes 11,000. Yes. And now I give this 11,000 for the rate of interest, which is 10. Time period is 1 year again. So I'm giving the interest. Now, if I calculate the interest, what would happen? Interest will be, okay, 11,000 into, okay, rate of interest 10 divided by 100. What is that I would be getting? 1100, right? Now by the third year, right? This is the first year. Okay. Now this is second year. This is third year. Okay. Now what will be the principal? 11,000 plus 1100. So it will become 12,000. Okay. 100, right? Now you give this 12,100 for the interest. So this is basically what is called as compound interest. Am I clear on this? Yeah. So now what I want you to do is, you have looked at that power of compounding calculator, right? Okay. Can you build something like that? Okay, try at least. Don't worry about it. Take one week's time. Okay, and come up with the instructions. Okay, because this calculation will help you in two things. One is it will increase the logical thinking, and second thing is it will help your finances. Okay, so if you look at compound interest formula, right, you can just go to Google compound interest formula. So what is it trying to tell? A into, okay, so the amount which you gain, okay, will be principal. My principal when I started was 10,000, okay, and then into 1 plus rate of interest. Rate of interest is 10, okay, to the power of n is number of times the interest will be applied in this time period. Okay, so my stuff would be to the power of nt 3. Okay, so 1 plus rate of interest is 10 by 100, right? So now can you do this math? Yeah, Sujata, you want to get a Python certification? We'll first learn how to earn, and then we'll worry about Python certification, because there is no valid Python certification. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Can you basically uh, find this calculation? Is this interesting? Right. So take 1 week if you want, but I want you to come up with this power of compounding calculator, okay, by seeking the help of Jarvis. By seeking the help of Jarvis. Now, do you understand why I have added the capability of power? Okay. Yes, sir. Good. So, will you try this? Okay. How, sir? Come up with this, sir. Right? Do it. Actually, I'm not trying to see what is that you need to do. You need to calculate your interest, right? So, try this. Okay. Every month, okay, you deposit 5,000. Okay, in your recurring deposit RD accounts. Okay, try to find out how the RD accounts work, and how the stuff comes. See, it is not important for me that you come up with the right problem for the solution, even if you are wrong, right? This is where you are not searching, you are not writing this logic for the sake of me, right? You are trying to search this logic for the sake of your career. So that's where I have given this stuff. You try to come up with, okay, power of compounding, and once you come up with that, right, by the time you come up with that, we will be learning a little bit of Python also. We will implement this power of compounding with whatever logic which you have came up with in Python. Sounds like a plan? Yeah, that is where I am coming from, right? So, right now, programming specifics. Try to come up with conversation, okay, to get Jarvis calculate power of compounding for you. Okay, okay, time period, duration, okay, take a week if you want, okay, but I want you to come up with this conversation, right? What would be the plan? Okay, we will take this conversation and build a calculator. Okay, and we will build a calculator. Okay, in Python once we become good at Python. Okay, so this will help your programming. This will also help your finances, right? I think it is a decent one to come up with, right? So for the people who don't know what is compound interest, start Googling, all right? Am I clear on this, sir? Yeah, good. Yeah, right. So let us see what is that we are going to do at this moment. Okay, so I just have very less time, so I'll not do anything fancy, but let me show you this what was, and how can I forget this? Okay, so HackerRank. Are you seeing this website? HackerRank. Okay, so you can create an account in this. You can create an account in this, and in this you can try to search what is the language which you are trying to learn. Okay, and here they will give you problems. So in the classroom I'll be trying to tell some of the problems. I'll use 1 or 2 samples from HackerRank also, but I would recommend that everyone who is trying to learn problems or learn programming, try to, in HackerRank you can solve problems in Python and all of that stuff. He will give you a question, you have to answer that. Okay, what I would recommend today is, don't worry about anything, try to create an account in HackerRank. Okay, so especially for freshers this can help you in getting hired. Okay, so activities to be done over weekend. Okay, so create an account in HackerRank. Okay, and then you might have an account, but if you don't have an account, create an account in GitHub. Okay, right, I'm giving you all the different stuffs which we would basically be using. Okay, so create an account in GitHub. Okay, and then you have to basically go through some of the videos, right? So watch the following videos. The first video which I want you to do is installing Python on Windows. Watch here. Okay, this I have done it already. Let me go to python.direct. Okay, so I would recommend that you guys subscribe to this channel so that whenever I post any video you are informed. Okay, so right, so I want you to do this. How to install Python on Windows. Okay, for the people who are using Mac. Okay, installing Python on Mac. Okay, so this is definitely not a video, but definitely we have an article. Okay, I want you to try this one out. Okay, I will anyway install it in the classroom, but it is not very difficult. Okay, and then okay, so other thing which I want you guys to look at is, even though you don't need complete stuff out of this video, what, all right, I'll have some softwares which I want you to install. Okay, so this all of this might not be required, but if you even if you install all of this, there is no harm in this, right? So here there will be git bash and Visual Studio Code, right? So install softwares mentioned here. Am I clear on this? Yeah. All right. Okay. So, sir, Python classroom URL. Manikumar, are you serious, sir? Sir, this is the most easiest URL. Python.direct. Do you want me to ping this? Sir, at least this much you can remember. Yeah. If you have already done this work, great. Okay. So, are you seeing this Python.direct? Manikumar, is it really difficult to find this? No, right? In this, you will have classroom notes. In classroom notes, you will be seeing the notes with every day's date. Okay. So this was yesterday's one. You will see today's one also. Right. Now, this is something which I have. Right. And after this, okay, we are not done yet. We need a few more things over here. Okay. So let us try to understand our next steps. Okay. So what we would try to understand is we would try to understand data types when we start our discussion. Okay. And then we would try to understand instructions in programming languages. Okay, we will be experimenting with Python, but we will speak about instructions. Okay, then we will basically look at conditional and looping instructions. Okay, and conversations with Jarvis into Python. This will be fun. Okay, and then we will try to understand very important aspect of programming, which is called as debugging. So this will be our next steps. This will be our next steps. Okay, sir. There is one question which you are basically asking me, saying that is, will Windows 7 support the Python 8 version? Sir, if Windows 7 doesn't support the Python 8 version, when you install it will fail, right? Why are you so much worried about it? Okay, there is nothing to worry, sir. Python works everywhere. That is where we have started our discussion. But even if it is not working, we'll try other version of Python. We'll take any version of Python. Clear on this? So don't worry about the environments, and especially with cloud these days, you can create machines anywhere you want with whatever operating system which you want. So why will I worry about my laptop? Yeah, right. Right, I don't want to start any topic at the end of this week because we have 2 weeks of 2 days of break. Our next class will be on Monday. Okay, so how was your first week? What is your opinion? Right, so we have started our discussion on Monday. Right, I've seen some of the people have dropped, some of the people have joined. Yeah, sounds interesting. Okay, did you got little bit of confidence in you, saying that, man, I can also code, I think it is not that difficult, I can at least attempt it? Try to tell me the honest answer. Okay, there is no need for you to basically uh, do a lot of stuff. So programming is just about like speaking to a kid, because that kid doesn't know, is not as intelligent as what you are. Yeah, coding is all about you basically coming 2 or 3 steps down and speaking with the kids. I'm quite sure that you might have conversation with kids, and having conversation with kids is really difficult. It is an art. Okay, and that is what we are trying to gain now. Okay, right. See, I will not say it will be easy, but I will definitely say it is not difficult. I'm quite sure Python is not easy, but I'm quite sure that Python is not difficult. The only difficulty that we have is we have in our brain. because we don't try to understand the concept of programming, and we start with integer, right? We start with fancy terms like algorithms and all of that stuff, right? You need not basically get into all of that, right? We will take a journey, and we will try to make it efficient, okay, right? And you will not become efficient in one day, right? See, I'm telling you this, some of the people are trying to tell about what is Django, okay? So what is the best editor? So in this classroom, we'll be using two editors, sir, okay? Uh, and basically we'll be using PyCharm and Visual Studio Code, right? And we will continue our journey into this programming world. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe our channel and click on bell icon.